Now, obviously the future is relative. Us talking now, the future is one thing, the past is another, but to someone in the past, we are in the future. So, Carl, if you could go back into any era, okay, you are what you are now, you are you as you sit there now, your age, with all your memories and all your input and all your advantages on ages gone by and all your advantages over people gone by, where would you go? What would you do? Don't worry about ramifications, like if you squash a butterfly you come back here and we're all speaking a different language and...
Yeah, but I don't believe all that.
Of course you should.
They should have picked something better than a butterfly. The thing about if you kill a butterfly, there's a volcano somewhere.
Right.
There.
Okay, what did that noise mean?
It's just passing the buck, isn't it? It's kind of like blaming a butterfly. Like, they only live about a day. So you blame it and it's dead anyway and there's no evidence left. It's a stupid argument.
Is that the theory? Is that the theory that you're blaming a butterfly for a volcano? I'm not sure that's it, is it?
Yeah, it wafts its wings and
when
it
it
causes...
wafts, right, when a butterfly wafts, if you stop the waffery, then the whole world has changed, because there was no waft on a certain day. Okay, but that means that everything's part of the causal web. It's a model for determinism. So things do, yeah, of course things have an effect on everything else.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's a bad example. The butterfly doing its wings.
Well, no.
Something
that butterfly might have flown into a car window and frightened someone, and they crashed.
Use a wasp.
Why is that preferable?
Because you don't panic. I've been in a car when there's a wasp knocking about. It's terrifying. I can see how that could cause a disaster. But a butterfly, you just go open the other window.
I love that you've won him over to that theory now, just by substituting a butterfly and a wasp. You think back to perhaps when you were a teenager or even before when you were growing up. You had visions, I suppose, of your own personal future and how that would play out, how you could change the way you lived your life in order to affect the future. I mean, I'm very lucky in some regards in that one of my ambitions was always to be involved with comedy. Yeah. And I was very clear-sighted about that, and I was lucky that I've managed to achieve that. A lot of people don't even know what they want from their future.
Well, the other thing is that when you dream of where you'll be in 20 years' time, you don't change the future. You don't change the buildings, and you just think of yourself sort of richer, having a happier life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So,
and also, I was always slightly more handsome in the future. I kept imagining I would grow a little more handsome. People kept saying, my grandmother would keep telling me, you know, you'll fill out when you fill out a bit. She was obsessed with me filling out. This is why she would feed me endlessly. The idea that somehow if I was less gangly.
Yeah, it worked with me though.
Yeah, you really filled out.
I filled out, yeah. It's funny because I still forget what I look like now in the present. Yeah. In my head, I still look like I used to look. Then I catch a little glimpse of myself in the shop window and go, "Who's that fat old?" Oh. No, you know what I mean? I'm so much better.
But you did have you've journeyed a long way. I mean, you good-looking lad, and you are. I mean, it's preposterous. I mean, everyone I work with or meet who's seen a picture of you as a teenager doesn't understand it. I mean, I pretty much look the same. You know what I mean? I haven't changed much. I'm still a constant disappointment to myself in a way. You know, I mean, I put on a tuxedo. That's the best I'm ever going to look, and I don't look like James Bond. Yeah. Whereas you at least had a moment where you looked around. I mean, honestly, it's Jane I feel sorry for. Because I mean, she did not sign up for this.
Well, we've all
no,
changed.
I've seen pictures of her in the past. She ain't changed much.
No, I don't mean that.
Whereas
I mean, we've all changed. We all changed. Carl used to have hair.
Yeah, but you by your own admission had it for long. You didn't have it hair for long, did you?
No, it wasn't. Didn't want to hang around my hair. It was never. I've told you, it didn't feel needed, so it went. I never did anything with it. It was hair of a Chinaman, wasn't it? Even the hairdresser said. He said, you can do nothing with this. So what do you mean? He said, it's just it looks all limsy.
Limsy! Sorry, was that's a...
Limp or flimsy, I reckon.
Well, no, that limsy is a Chinaman, that gave his name to the limp hair, of the Chinese
So
race.
You think your hair bailed on you because it was not getting treated well enough?
I think that's true. I think that's how it works. But yeah, I know what you mean. I sort of think about if I've changed and that, but I don't think I have that much. I still have the same sort of thoughts. I like olives now, which I didn't like probably 3 years ago.
Right, wow.
But you can, if you eat 4 in a row, you get a taste for them. And I thought, go on then, I'll have 5. And I thought, yeah, they're all right, these. So that's different. But other than that, I mean, these.
So what were your dreams and ambitions when you were young?
Didn't have any.
Right.
It was kind of
5 years old. What do you want to be? What was your thoughts for the future?
I didn't worry. At 5 years old, you're not worrying about work and that.
10. What's your hopes and fears of all these years I met in thee tonight?
I wasn't worrying about work till about 13, 14. I was thinking, right, you know, people who are new had left school, they weren't getting work. And I was thinking, I don't want to be like that. That's when I did boxing. You know, I could have gone down that route. Got into boxing, didn't I?
How many fights do you have?
Don't know, about 3 or 4.
How long is it? Just when does brain damage kick in?
I guess it can. I guess it can happen almost instantly. I mean, that must have been part of it.
Were you really? Did you really get a bad beating on one of those fights?
Yeah, Leroy gave us a right good clackering.
Clackering. Yeah, the thing is, your jab was a bit limsy, but Leroy's was clackering.
Then there was the dancing.
I don't remember this. What breakdancing?
Well, I did that. I did a bit of body popping.
Yeah. But did you ever really think that you might do this in the future?
You never know, do you?
But did you, at the time, do you remember thinking, I wouldn't mind doing this professionally?
I must have thought that for me to go, well, let's try and join, you know, Twiggy's dance club and all that. And my mum and dad always sort of, you know, if you want to give it a go, give it a go. With the boxing, you know, my dad was saying, right, I'll get you the proper shoes and that. And my mum was like, don't bother getting him them yet. Let's see if he sticks at it for like 4 months, because they were about 30 quid for
Let
the
him
shoes.
carry on in my furry slippers.
Then with the dancing, it was the same thing. I said, I need some leg warmers and that. And
these tights are just as good. Come on.
No,
pop on your nan's tights.
my dad gave me like his he cut like the sleeves off a shirt.
Amazing.
And that were your leg warmers.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But it's funny, when you're a kid, it don't bother you.
But surely cut them off a jumper.
No, I don't know why. I know it looked daft. They had cuffs on leg warmers.
That's amazing!
But when you're a kid,
What did they
you
think
roll
about
them up.
Twiggies?
It must have looked like Lansdale and Bowen doing a handstand.
But then, you know, that didn't last long, and then my dad, you know, I was getting older now, and he's like,
Dad needed his shirt back for a wedding.
Yeah, as long as he didn't take his jacket off, it was fine.
Yeah. Dad, I'm losing me out. I need a hat. I don't need a bloody hat. Pop my pants on, Fed.
but then you've got to make sure you try and get a job, and school was sort of saying,
So 15 now.
Hang on, why did you stop going down Twiggies?
well, it was shut, wasn't it?
Amazing.
Oh, it closed down?
Closed down. It had a load of toilet rolls in there. It'd been turned into like a storage unit. I've never really had like a dream. I've just bumbled along. Because like I've said, it's that thing of
Clackers,
sort of
limsy. It's like, call my fucking bluff.
there's no point sort of wishing for too much, because if you don't get it, you'll be fed up. So it's better just to sort of go, well, let's see what's around the corner. This is what I've said to you about a sat-nav system.
Right.
Isn't it? It's the same thing. Yeah, sure, have the sat-nav, type in where you want to go, and it'll take you straight there. But what I say is, use the back streets. Have a look around, turn off, don't go straight ahead, turn right. The little dead ends.
Yeah,
have a
where you
look.
might get mugged.
Have a look.
Don't go down the dead ends.
Why not?
You've got to reverse back out.
There's nothing there. It's dead end.
No, but have a look.
Well, there's nothing there. It's dead end.
What's the road doing there then?
Well, it's a dead end.
Yeah, but there must be something down there.
There's nothing. It's dead. It's just ends.
Just a wall.
Right, so it's not a problem. Reverse.
Well, don't go down in the first place if you know it's a dead end. Don't tell people to go down dead end. They've got to reverse out. Difficult.
Well, I'd say just have a look. You see, that's the difference between me and you. I'd have a look down the dead
It's
end.
dead end. No, don't worry. It's
What's
dead
down
end.
there?
There's nothing, mate. Dead end.
Rubbish? Just
Yeah, no,
rubbish?
nothing. Dead
Nothing
end.
at all?
Yeah, no, put going there. Dead end.
Right, so I'll go, well, I'll just have a look for myself, because I don't believe you.
Okay, well, go on then.
Right, I'll have a look.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this I've found.
What have you found?
Box of money that you didn't know about. All I'm saying is it could be
He has
anything.
still got the brain of a 10-year-old, hasn't he?
money.
He's still got the brain of a 10-year-old.
I'm just, set your stall out.
Right. So where's the store? Where are you setting the store? Not the
Dead end, 'cause there's no through traffic.
thoroughfare. Yeah, you want to be on
This
a
is
sort of
crazy.
public highway. Where are you setting the stall out? What are you selling? What are you selling?
Well, this is what I'm saying to you.
What are you selling
I'm
first?
selling a mixture of stuff.
What? Like what?
All sorts.
What have you bought it with? A bag of money you found in the dead end?
Leg warmers.
So you got new leg warmers with do you want cufflinks for them? What? Do you want cufflinks for them leg warmers? Well, now why would I do that? Well, you got to fucking look smart, ain't you, cunt?